Hello, today we're on the west coast of Fuerteventura. We're going to take a little walk down the coast into AJUY. So why don't you join me? Our journey starts today at AJUY del Rado, which is situated about 1 mile north of AJUY, at the end of the Barranco de la Peña. The Ark is believed to have been formed about 100 million years ago and sits on a headland overlooking the Atlantic. The sea along this stretch of the coast is absolutely treacherous and swimming is not advised. On your journey around Fuerteventura, you are likely to see piles of rocks everywhere, such as these. Originally it was said that these rocks were put there by travellers as a marker so that they could find their way home. Whether that is true or false, there certainly is a lot of them around the island. The Ark is believed to be over 20 metres tall, and at high tide you can see water rushing in from the sea to fill the pool in the foreground. Leaving the beach, we travel up through the Barranco, through this dense wooded area. We then start to make the steep climb up the riverbank, which isn't too bad once you get going. Looking back along the Barranco, we can see the Ark in the distance. Almost there, almost at the top. Okay, one last look at the Arco before we start our cliff-top walk. From this point, it's about a 30-minute walk into AJUY. From this point it's all downhill into AJUY. And here you can see the start of the walkway down to the caves. I've just been told by a passerby that the caves are now closed because of strong winds and the rough sea. Well, we've come this far, so we may as well continue to the viewing point. Here you can see the Horno de Cal, lime ovens which date back to the 16th century. Onwards and upwards. There in the foreground you can see the viewing point. And here you can see the start of the steps which ascend into the caves, which have been taped up by the local authorities to stop people going into the caves. Well, here we are at the viewing point overlooking the Atlantic, and what a fantastic view it is. Directly below us is the entrance to the caves. Standing on the steel mesh overlooking the sea is not for the faint-hearted. And standing here you can understand why they've closed the caves today. Which means I'll have to return another day to make another video. Chipmunks, they're everywhere on the island, even here. Making our way from the viewing platform down into the small fishing village of AJUY, we stop to look at the power of the sea as it crashes onto the rocks below. Most of the rock formation along this stretch of coast is made up of sandstone and has been carved into all manner of shapes over the years by the wind and the rain, and is ideal terrain for the goats. In the distance you can see AJUY and the black sandy beach which it is famous for. The village is on the west coast of Fuerteventura, about 10 kilometres from Pajara. Right, here we go, making our ascent down to the beach. The beach is very popular with both tourists and locals. Making our way up into the village, you will find several restaurants which are open most days, and is a great place to sit and have lunch overlooking the sea. Well, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed a little cliff top walk into AJUY. If you have, join me again next time. And in the meantime, be happy.